All right, we're recording now. This is a demonstration of the new KSGovJobs.com website to replace HREpartners.com. What you'll be seeing today is a demonstration on our testing environment. So this is not live data. And because of that, sometimes the environment's a little less stable because we're still pushing out changes and testing them before we put them out on the production website at KSGovJobs.com. So Monique will be doing our demonstration today, and you can go ahead and get started on it.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to this overview of the KSGovJobs website. What you see now is where people searching for a government job would come to this site and look at the different agencies and be able to search for a particular job. But before they even get here, we need to go set up all the information for them to see. I'm going to log on as a partner. And HighTouch will set you up to start out with on this. Once you're logged in, you'll see the home page, which has dashboard information regarding the vacancies and the applications. I do want to note that we are in a test environment, and you won't see this in the production environment. Some other icons across the top menu is this flag with a red dot that has a number in it. If you receive a roster to review, this little number will increment, and we'll get into that later. This just tells you who you are, and you can log off. The gears allows you to change your profile and password and PIN, and then support gives you the ability to submit an email to HighTouch. And this 3 white lines is an icon that will reduce the left menu, or it'll expand the left menu. Okay, back to the home. We talked about that. Once you are set up, you're most likely going to need others in your agency to also have access to this if you're wanting them to do any reviews or set up the vacancies. So you would create a user. This is what's real handy. You can look at the difference. Now we have created this user, and I can edit and fill in his name. And this dashboard time frame is what controls your front home page's dashboard information, the time frame. So there are 6 different options that you can choose from. So I'm going to go with a 30-day. And I'm going to assign Dale some roles. We'll have him be, you yourself are a partner admin. And now I'm going to make him a roster admin. So now his home page will change for the last 90 days. His numbers are different. As a partner admin, you can add contact information about the primary contact, the HR contact. This field is important. That is what's going to be shown when emails are sent from this application, so they know that it's from your organization. A logo, you can upload a file that's 150 by 20 to the site, and then it will show your logo to the application side. You can add profile information, which will also be visible on the application website. And then you're able to create templates and supplemental sections, and I'll cover that a little bit more when we go into vacancies. So we're going to create a vacancy. The asterisks indicate what fields are required. And the reason an address is required is for the geolocation. When they're searching on the website for any jobs within a certain radius, this information is what's critical. And these are the categories that'll show also on the website for the applicant. Pick a couple. This is where you would put in the description for the job. You know, have to carry a 50-pound bag of flour or whatever it might be. These are supplemental sections that I already have set up. References and certifications. And we're going to use references on this Baker application vacancy. So here's the vacancy I just set up. We can go in there and edit it if we need more information. All right, maybe that is important. Carry 50-pound bag of flour. So that covers the vacancies. The applicants, you can view all the applicants that have applied. Maybe I want to see only the ones for the Baker. And I'll search. Must have been the wrong Baker. So 3 people have applied through the applicant website for this position. You can see the details. Employment history, education history. If there was any supplemental information, it would be here. So here, this applicant did provide reference information. Once you have applicants for a posting for a job, you can basically gather up all of those applicants and create a roster. Nobody has applied for the vacancy I just created, so we're going to use a prior vacancy that was set up. You give the roster a name and when it's going to close, create. Now here were the applicants that we saw for that vacancy. And we'll take these 2, or you can take them all. You can select them all, you can deselect them all, so you only maybe want to pick which ones you want. Create that. So here's my roster. I can look at the applicants that I've selected. And now I'm going to create a roster access. I need a token first. And with this, I'm going to send it to myself and the first bellwether. Create that.
Is now joining.
So if you see that this little red flag will eventually increment up to 7, because I am the HR user that was selected, but it'll take a little bit to get back. So now we have, now you'll see it now that I sent. You have to click the send button. Sorry. We'll wait for that to increment. But there you can keep track of all the rosters and you can delete them after they've been on there a certain amount of time. It's up to your agency on that. But this will give me a list of all the rosters that have been sent to me to review. And I can see the details. I can download whatever file she had sent with her application. Their supplemental information, I can also see it. Based on the role, you can access the status and notes fields. And where I'm set up as the partner admin, I can access both of those. A partner admin can see and do everything in the system. And then the roles change, you know, to a lesser amount of activity for each different role. So once I have viewed and commented, whichever, I can mark it as reviewed. And it is no longer in my list of to review. And we have an audit report. You can filter it by user ID, beginning date or ending date. Oh, yeah, in the wrong month. Sorry about that. This will give us some data. Various login and logouts of everybody. So if I just wanted to see somebody specific, I could put in their user ID and the date, and this is how many times somebody has logged in and out. And also what will be logged are support emails or contact us emails off of the applicant website. Something that you won't see in production yet is the ability to log in to the applicant website. This is only in testing at this point. So now I am logged in. I have an account that has retained information I've sent in the past, or I have saved in the past. So here's the website. This is the new feature, logging in. So here's a job listing, and say I want to apply for the baker position. On the left-hand side, you can see the sections that an applicant will have to provide information for. And once I've completed that section, it puts a little check mark behind it. So I've added one employment history, and this was the title of my job at that time. You have to have at least one employment history and one education history. See, now the little check mark is now there. If I don't have anything I need to upload, like a resume or any certifications, then I can skip this, or I can choose to upload a file. Here's the review, so I can go through and make sure what I've entered is really what I want. And if it's something that I don't, I guess I don't want to use him as a reference, I can remove that. If I want to save the information I just keyed in, I can save it. And now I will get an email back saying that thank you for applying for this position. On the jobs, you can sort by, you know, partners, the job title, full-time, part-time, by distance or a zip code, how many jobs were, or the jobs that were posted within so many days, and then any of them that had been selected categories in the vacancies. You can, you know, I'm only looking for information systems jobs. So here are the information system jobs. Abilene has been set up as a partial partner where they put in their vacancy on the admin side and provided a link. Let me just show you that. Oh, you won't see it. I'm going to sign in as Abilene. So on their vacancy, they have this third-party link field, and that's what will show in on this application website. So when I click this to apply for this job, it takes me to that third-party link. And that's only necessary for the partial partners. If you're a full partner, you stay within this application.
So just to add some clarification to that, on the sign-up form, it says basic partner. You won't be able to take advantage of any of the application or supplemental question pieces of KSGovJobs.com. If an applicant has a profile on our website, on the KSGovJobs website, and then they go to apply and it takes them somewhere else, then of course they won't be able to reuse any of that. They'll have to re-enter all of their application data again.
And also some menu items across the top is about what KSGovJobs is about, and they can send an email if they're wanting more information, or if they have a question about how something works, they can also email the support for support. The account will give you a menu down the right side as to what I have entered. So from that last application, this was the data that it saved. And when I log out, it's no longer under my user ID, but I can still view the jobs and search. I just can't apply for them. It makes me log in to be able to apply, which is what HR ePartners did as well. Any other questions? Well, if there aren't any other questions, that concludes the demo.
Well, this is Jenny, and I do have some questions.
Okay.
So for users to know how to use the system, is there something that's going to be created to provide instructions for down the road?
We're working on some video help that will walk you through how to use create vacancies and supplemental questions and stuff like that.
I did want to discuss the roles over on the admin side. Partner admin can see all, do all. A vacancy admin can create the vacancies. Roster admin can create the rosters. A roster viewer can see the rosters that have been created and can make notes on the applicants that are there. Reports user will see the reports. There's the audit log and the EEO report. And then the EEO viewer is one that you need to be careful with, because they'll be able to see the EEO information, which you don't want everybody to see. That needs to be somewhat secure. So that covers the roles that can be assigned.
Can you mention again what the options are for getting support if someone's having any issues?
Sure, I can do that. The best way to get support is to use the support link here on the website. There's one on both the front page that anyone can use, or if you're logged in as a partner, there's a support place that you can submit support tickets. Those you can expect a response right away within regular business hours from around 8 to 5 on weekdays, and we'll handle that however we need to, whether it's we just email you back a response saying that we fixed it or giving you an answer, or we might even call you if that's what's needed, if that would be easier.
Once our contracts are signed, when is this able to go live?
Right away. We can have you set up within within a day or so. And
So
the KSGovJobs.com is live right now. Derby, Sumner County, Arc City are already using it.
So like all the applicant login and all that stuff is ready to go?
The applicant login is a new feature that we're pushing out. Right now, if an applicant goes to the website, they would have to fill out their application. Each application, they would have to fill it out. Now, the browser helps you with that and remembers what you put in before, so you can kind of skip through it pretty quickly, even now. But within a week, we'll have the applicant profiles live on the production site. That's the only major piece that's here that is not live yet.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a question come in from someone in regards to how long the contract lasts for. And just clarifying, if someone signs up on February 5th, it's annually renewed, so their date would be February 5th the next year?
Right. Yeah, it's from when we turn on the account and we send you your account information through email. That would be the first day, and then it would just it would renew on that same day next year. Okay. Any other questions? Again, we're always open for questions. You can reach out to me. I'm Heath Howard with High Touch. We also have Katie Nault can help you get your account set up, or Jenny Turner with the IPMA in City of Derby. Yeah, there's KSGovJobs, which just like in the address where it's KSGovJobs, KSGovJobs at hightouchinc.com. If you email that link, that'll go to my whole team that's here on the phone. It'll go to me, to Monique, Greg Faber, who's the developer that did a lot of this, and then and to Katie, our account executive. Perfect. So can't go wrong with that email address. Anything else? Okay then. Thanks everyone.